show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Doc Holiday. We back. Man, I think it's been over almost 2 weeks, 10 days to be exact, that I've been on the live. But we are back as always. Let me give a round of applause up in here. Give a round of applause. But I appreciate everybody for coming in. Appreciate everybody for joining me. I am on a new streaming not service, but streaming platform. It's called FMux. So pretty much this is what's going on. So let you know this is how it's going to be. But we are in here. We are in the building today. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I know my light is a little bit dark. I moved it around a little bit, so on my next live it'll be better than ever than that. But make sure that you like the channel. Make sure that you like the stream. Also, make sure you donate and subscribe to the channel. Let me see how this look on my end over here. See what it look like on my end from YouTube. YouTube land. All right. It looks good. What's going on, JTV? Jay, Mr. Quay. Got Three's Company up in here. We got, I think I seen Mr. Jerome up in here earlier, but I'm gonna save that for later. I'm gonna save that for later because we got some stuff to talk about. First and foremost, I haven't done this in a while. Let's give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel. Be right back.
Yo, it's your boy Doc Holiday with HBCU Overdrive, and I am proud to sponsor Merch Sports. Check out his new line of collection, the Black College Football Fan Club collection. It's basically designed to show support and give respect to the rich history and tradition of black college football. And as you already know, the best college players had to play at HBCUs before integration. So go ahead and check it out over at shopmerchsports.com. Merch Sports. Merch for the sports enthusiasts.
We back. We are back. We are back up in the building. But anyway, man, look, appreciate everybody for joining me again. Like I said, appreciate everybody for joining me. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you comment, share. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to get everything HBCU Overdrive as I come back in and pretty much almost semi-sage my house. We done got some, it's been news after news after news after news after news. And I'm to the point where I'm almost getting tired of this of the news. The chat is open to everyone. Let me copy this up in here. So the chat is over to everyone. I'm gonna try to see how to start this. Check out this actual live this streaming platform right here. But anyway, man, make sure my assistant, she already has the link for to donate to the channel. If you want to donate to the channel, all you have to do is just you can donate through 3 ways. You can donate through 4 ways. You can donate through Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You could donate through PayPal at David Smith 1925, and you could donate through Zelle, David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. You can also hit the super chat. You can also hit the stickers. Anything that helps out with the channel. That is what's going. That's how we do it. My guy Will, salute, Between the Game Sports, salute to you, bro. Happy New Year to you and your family right there. We got Mr. Edwin Moore, the Bonafide Jaguar, because that's who he is. That's his nickname for him. I give him that nickname right there. He's the Bonafide Jaguar. Of course, we got a lot of other people that's up in here. Make sure y'all, everybody, if you like this stream, make sure if you're watching the stream, make sure you like it. Make sure you like it. Make sure you like it. But other than that, y'all, I ain't an assistant, but that is she my partner, she my homie. First and foremost, I want to get on the issue about FAMU and what's going on with their coaching search. To me, I just feel like on the real, on both sides, I had to get I had to kind of swallow my pill, but pause. On both sides of the spectrum, both sides dropped the ball. Of course, the school dropped. To me, I feel like the AD dropped the ball a little bit. The AD dropped the ball a little bit, but other than that, I think everybody else kind of dropped the ball also. But at the end of the day, it's always first and foremost, it was always going to be about the kids. It was never about what everybody else had going on, what everybody else wants, but it's always first and foremost going to be about the kids, the children, the student athletes, mainly because this is all football. Football is the driving force, the driving revenue for majority colleges and universities. They dropped the ball. I think, in a sense, most of the stuff that I was hearing from the alumni was that the AD dropped. She was not being transparent on who should they hire as a head football coach. Most of the kids say they want Coach Colsey or even Coach Rhodes because it's basically on the staff. But at the end of the day, it is still upon the AD, the president, and the board of directors, board of trustees, board of regents to get everything into play. But other than that, I'm just putting I'm putting it out there in the atmosphere that this should have been done. This should have been done a little bit more with a little bit more finesse. This should have been done with a little bit more. It should have just been done basically better than what you would actually see. Excuse me. So right now, in my opinion, um, it kind of just reeks a lot of uh, uh, pretty much narcissism, pretty much nepotism. I mean, the all the isms that you could think of. That's what it pretty much reeks of. What up, Galen? What's up, man? Um, but to me, that's just what it is. That's just how it is. That's how I see it, and I'm gonna just go with I'm gonna go with that. So let me see. Like I said, if you want to donate, because hey, this is a new plan. This is a new thing. I'm trying to get some stuff going on with this one. So donate. What's good, my brother? Donate. Make sure y'all donate. Again, like I said, it is on Face. It is on. I'm gonna put this in the chat. But other than that, they still don't have a coach. From what I'm hearing, she making a recommendation. I'm not gonna put it out there like that, but she is making a recommendation. Um, for the interim uh, tag, maybe the interim tag to be taken off Coach Cozy. But we don't know. We do not know what the deal is, so we won't know until afterwards. Basically, until the board meets again. But all of this should be basically, all of this is basically a ploy to kind of take the heat off of her. So kind of take the heat off of her, but yeah, I think that's what. Bro, it's nasty work. It is straight up nasty work. What's up, Kelly Flicks? My boy from Inglewood, up to no good. What's going on? And yeah, and yeah. See, it's too late because the staff is breaking up. Last night we got breaking news last night that Coach Devin Express on Twitter, he's Coach Too Blessed. He took the offer to go to Colorado, which I already said that he was going to take the offer. He was going to take that offer anyway. He should have took it. He was going to take that offer, but I guess he just wanted to make it official as far as the offer goes. And that's what happens when you do that. Oh shoot, that's Ella. What's going on? Yeah. And it's a thing, man. Merk, bro. You my guy. You the one who sponsors me for this right here. I want to know what's the deal. What's going on, man? What is going on? Like, what is the main to me, what is the main issue with what's going on? Um, y'all have to excuse me. I gotta pay for this stuff right here. Okay. All right. All right. So we are good to go. Let me see some stuff right here. Take out this label. But anybody that wants to come up and join, you are more than welcome to jump on the stream, jump on the platform, and kind of put your 2 cents in. Um, let's see some. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Mm. Anyway, uh, back to what we was talking about. Okay, cool. I have this right here. Anyway, it's all to me. It's all a whew, it is all a shit show right now, and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Let me see what's buzzing on my end right here. Um, um, and today is supposed to be the celebration, y'all. Today is supposed to be a celebration for FAMU. It's supposed to be the celebration that they won the SWAC championship. They won the celebration bowl. It's supposed to be a celebration today, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea of what's going on. But at the end of the day, it's supposed to be a celebration, and these kids can get the celebration that they want because of the simple fact that it's too much. It's too much. It's too much bull crap. It's too much politics, bureaucracy, and everything. Um, and it was. You said it was. It was like, and I feel it's empty, and I feel bad for these players. These players cannot go and celebrate something that they did, that they worked their butts off for. And yes, I'm a Jackson State alum, but these kids worked their butts off and won a celebration bowl, and they can't go and enjoy it because it's too much red tape. It's too much bureaucracy going into this whole thing. Like it just makes it makes no sense whatsoever, y'all. It makes no sense whatsoever. Um, just it just it reeks of a lot. It's too much going on. Too much going on. Um, I mean, you can say Prime said you got to handle the business, but to me, this is way before Prime even thought about bringing his happy ass up to Jackson, to even bringing his tail up into the space. It's always it's been like this for FAMU for so long. It started off when you fired Billy Joe. You fired that man right there. Then you tried to go FBS. Y'all gotta. It's a timeline. It is a timeline for FAMU. And if I had enough time to do this, we can go straight down that timeline right there. But and that's too. I mean, and that's all HBCUs. We got to get our shit in order, and we also had to make sure that we put everybody at our, as basically we just gotta put everybody in a loop. And for some, for the alumni not be in the loop about what AD Sykes was doing as far as trying to hire a head coach on the outside, it left a bad taste in the mouth. It left a very bad taste in the mouth. And the kids deserve better. They deserve better. It don't matter if it was coach. It don't matter if it was Coach Cozy, if it was Coach Roll, or even if she did hire Coach Gibbs from Fort Valley. It don't matter. A player, Kareem Burke, KJ Burke, said it best. He just won't. He don't care. It's sad to see. He said it's sad to see that FAMU got to go through all this stuff right here. All he wants to do is play football. Everybody's saying, well, we're looking at the, alumni saying we're looking at for y'all best, interests and stuff like that. But sometimes, I'm going to be honest with y'all, alumni don't know what the hell the best interest is. I'm putting it just like that. I'm putting it out there like that. Sometimes the alumni don't know what the best interest is for these kids. So I'm just lost for words, but hopefully she makes she makes the right hire. Hopefully she does right, and then basically she can save face. I still like her as an AD because if you didn't have her as an AD, your compliance would be shitty as hell. And then there you go. Willie already said that she was gone. He was gone before the all you raised the money. The money was already raised. He was already gone. He already had it in his mind that he was leaving out. He had it in his mind that he was leaving. He had it in his mind that he was bouncing out. So what do you expect? And I feel like this on the real. If that's the case, this, even when you had Gaucher, it should have been proactive as far as bringing, getting the money. And it wasn't, like you said, it wasn't for the money. It wasn't about the money for him. It was about him elevating to go to wanting to be a Power Five, you know what I'm saying, a FBS coach, a head coach. Um, and it was, but to me, it was to match it. But I'm gonna say it like this: it was to pay them. He wanted them folks to get. He wanted his boys to get paid. He wanted his crew to get paid, and that was the reason why he didn't care too much about the. He didn't care too much about the money. Um, and then, yep, when you fire Go Shea, everything that FAMU has done in the past since 2003, 2003, have been self-inflicted upon themselves. Man, the way those kids were mad after hearing people were trying to get her fired was bad. And the kids have a right to say who they want as their coach, but they also have a right to stick up for their AD. If she wasn't doing anything to help them out, then yeah, I would fully understand that it's time for her to go. But she stayed. They stood up for her. And yeah, I don't think the expectations was high, bro. I think it was more of the silly shit with the administration. It was the silly shit with the administration. I don't, with just and thank you. She shouldn't get fired. She got to adapt to the culture. You adapt to the culture, but then you can add on to your culture and make it more and more and more presentable for people to come work for you. But other than that, I just feel like when it comes down to this, Willie left. He had a right. He had every right to leave. He wanted to go somewhere else. He wanted to be a Power Five coach. Uh, he goes with his friend. All is well. Um, and that we can, there's nothing. There is nothing that you can do about it. There's nothing we can do. Um, Let me see what else. And then it's a lot of other bull crap going on in Tallahassee also. Um, of course, Florida State gets hit with NIL sanctions yesterday by the NCAA. Um, Damn, what shit. That was yesterday. I wish I would have kept it. Um, it's just a lot of stuff. I feel you, bro. I feel you. So yeah, FSU got hit with some NIL penalties. Basically, you using NIL to recruit players to the school and stuff. It's just a lot of issues. It's a lot of stuff going on. But in other news, right now, Caleb DeBoer right now is in talks. He's Washington's DeBoer, Bama negotiating head coaching job. Um, Caleb DeBoer is who is the national runner-up, who's the head coach and national runner-up Washington Huskies. They had a remarkable season this past year, 14-1. They in the national championship game, they lost to Michigan. They're in talks right now to basically get the head coach job at Alabama. And that's crazy because in a sense, I would think Dabo would be the next man up for Alabama, but apparently, 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 it didn't even matter. It did not matter to. It did not matter to anybody else. It didn't. It didn't matter. Oh my God. I'm not saying he's going. He's not. No, Chris. He ain't going yet. But he's in negotiations right now. He is in negotiations right now. And this is a source. I'm getting this from ESPN, y'all. I'm getting this from ESPN. He is in talks with Alabama right now. And Merch, we're gonna get on that too, bro. We gonna get on that too. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you an email so I give you my phone number. We can talk business. I seen a little post that Stephen A. Smith said that Deion is the best replacement for Nick Saban, and I don't think that is. Because to me, I feel like this. Deion's first losing season at Alabama, they'll try to have his head on a stake. But so this one I'm looking at. So I'm in my group chat. Ooh. Oh snap! Georgia snitched on Florida State. Word on the street, they tried to flip one of the Georgia players and use pay for play. Kid went back and told the staff what they offered him. And then boom. So this case centers around violations related to name, image, and likeness rules. Sources said the Florida State assistant and a booster were attempting to secure the transfer of a player from Georgia, according to sources, and the player chose not to attend Florida State. There was enough agreement on the facts of the case that it was concluded via negotiated resolution between the school and NCAA enforcement instead of a contested hearing, which would have drawn out the case for several more months. Basically, Florida's dumb as hell. Florida State dumb. During the meeting, the booster encouraged the prospect to enroll at Florida State and offered him an NIL opportunity with the collective worth approximately $15,000 per month during his first year at school. After the meeting, the booster contacted the prospect and the prospect's mother via text message and/or phone call. Shortly thereafter, the prospect withdrew his name from the transfer portal and remained at his previous school. The prospect did not enter into an agreement with the booster or receive any related compensation. That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. George's. What you got for me? What you got for me? I'm gonna hit you up too. What you got for me? Um, but again, back to Alabama and DeBoer. Not saying that he's a bad choice for Alabama, but um, not saying that he's a bad choice for Alabama, but I'm just putting out there that it's but he's, like I said, he's in talks right now for the Bama culture job. So this is from ESPN. This is from Mark Schlebeck and Chris Lowe, two reputable sources, man. Um, Washington's Kalen DeBoer, who guided the Huskies to a Pac-12 championship and a spot in the CFP national championship game this past season, is negotiating a contract to replace Alabama's Nick Saban, sources told ESPN on Friday. If a deal gets done, DeBoer, who is 49, who ain't that much older than me, would inherit one of the most coveted jobs in college football and one of the most difficult in replacing Nick Saban, whose teams won 9 SEC titles, and 6 national championships in his 17 seasons at the school. Saban, who had a 206-29 record at Alabama, retired Wednesday. Damn. Washington's athletic director, Troy Dannon, has made an aggressive pitch to keep DeBoer, sources told ESPN's Pete Thamel, with a new contract that will make him one of the 10 highest paid coaches in the FBS and more than double his current annual salary of $4.2 million. DeBoer will owe Washington a $12 million buyout if he leaves. He signed a 2-year contract extension through the 2028 season in November. So he has emerged as the Crimson Tide's top target before 3 other possible candidates: Oregon's Dan Lanning, Florida State's Mike Norvell, and Texas' Steve Sarkisian withdrew from the search and affirmed their commitments to their current schools over the past 2 days. So Washington hired DeBoer to resurrect his program after the Huskies went 4-8 in Jimmy Lake's second season as head coach in 2021. With Indiana's transfer, Michael Penix Jr. orchestrating Washington's high-flying offense, the Huskies more than doubled their victory total during an 11-2 campaign in 2022. Past season, Washington went 12-0 during the regular season, defeated rival Oregon for a second time, 34-31 in the Pac-12 championship game, to reach the playoffs for the second time in school history. The Huskies beat Texas 37-31 in the semifinals at the Sugar Bowl on New Year's Day. Then they lost to Michigan 34-13 in the national championship game this past Monday. Let's see. DeBoer's hiring at Alabama would be the apex of a meteoric rise in coaching over the past few seasons for the South Dakota native. a record-setting receiver at the University of Sioux Falls, an NAIA program in his home state. He became a head coach of his alma mater in 2005. Over the next 5 seasons, his teams went 67-3 and won 3 NAIA national championships in 2006, 2008, and 2009. The Cougars went 17-2 in the NAIA playoff during his tenure. So basically, this man overall has won over 80 games and only lost 6. Appreciate you, Galen. And only lost 6. Man. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. But anyway, but they did lose. I think, who was the player? Bond. He just entered the transfer portal after Saban announced his retirement the other day. Isaiah Bond entered his name in the transfer portal on Friday. Other news, shout out to Gerard Mayo. He is replacing a legend in Bill Belichick for the New England Patriots. Maybe he could do this shit right and not cheat. But let's get to the next coaching search, and it just ended today. Texas Southern ratifies and amends the contract for Chris Dishman to become their next head football coach. They've had a lot of issues, and some people say, well, they don't care nothing about basketball, and I think they care about football. It's just one of those things where they want to be competitive in football. They want to be the top HBCU in the state of Texas. In order for you to do that, you got to beat Prairie View. That's rival 50 miles up the road. You ain't beat them in 9 years, so you can't be the top dog in the state of Texas for black college. I'll tell you that. And if you don't know who Chris Dishman is, go back to 1993 when the Houston Oilers played the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs. And just go watch that game. Just go watch that game. Go watch that game. Go watch that particular game. You will know who Chris Dishman is. One side was Chris Dishman as a DB. The other side was Bubba McDowell, the middle linebacker. Eddie Robinson Jr. All was on that same team. Who figured? But anyway, who figured, man? But who figured, man? But anyway, y'all, I just want to put it out there. We just want to put it out there that I thought that first of all, Texas Southern was in coaching limbo for over a month and a half, almost 2 months. Chief, you already know. You already know. So Texas Southern was in limbo for a head coach over 2 months ago. Then it was word that Coach Fred McNair from Alcorn was going to become the next head coach of Texas Southern. After that, Texas Southern, McNair kind of went back to Alcorn, see what they can do, see what they can match. Texas Southern went on a whole nother direction and took their ball and left. So and of course the normal name popped up, Ed Reed. Then you seen Andre Johnson's name popped up because he's a Houston Texans legend. But I'm about to give y'all a rundown. Coach Dishman. He was drafted to the NFL in 1988, played for the Oilers from 88 to 96. So he had a 9-year run with the Houston Oilers. He also played with the Redskins from 97 to 98, with the Chiefs to 99, and the Minnesota Vikings in 2000. Then as a actual coach, the Berlin Thunder, he was a defensive backs coach in 2004. This is when we had NFL Europe. Menlo College, which is in San Francisco, California, he was a DB coach in 2005. And then from 2006 to 2007, he was a defensive coordinator. From 2008 to 2012, he was with the Chargers as an assistant defensive backs coach. 2015 to 2016, he was on the same Baylor. He was on the same staff as Art Browse at Baylor as a defensive backs coach. 2017, he was accepted to the Bill Walsh NFL Diversity Coaching Fellowship. 2018, he was with the Montreal Alouettes as a DB coach. 2020, the New York Guardians of the second version of the XFL, he was a DB coach. 21, he was at IMG Academy coaching DBs. 22, last season, he was with the New Jersey Generals for the USFL as a defensive coordinator. And last season, he with the Vegas Vipers as a defensive coordinator. You can say he's an average defensive coordinator, but he has a resume to where he can actually teach and develop, but can he actually lead? That is the question that's going to be that needs to be asked. Can he lead a successful football program? Or can he lead a football program that has not had as much success in Texas Southern than any other positions in any other places that he's been at. Basically, they hired a position coach / coordinator. I mean, but nowadays, bro, everybody that's getting hired in football now are either position coaches or coordinators. I mean, it's one of them things you got to learn on the fly. But if you put together a staff that can kind of hide some of your deficiencies as a head coach, as a first year head coach, then the transition should not be it should not be as bad as what people would think it is. If y'all get what I'm saying. But what does this mean for Coach Dishman? He inherits a team that went 3-8 last season. He also inherits a team where the best athlete on his team played one game and sat out the rest of the season due to re-aggravation of his shoulder that he had surgery on in the off season. What to do, Story? What's up, Lawrence? So to me, looking at it like this, you come in, are you going to clean house? Are you going to have a clean slate? Are you going to retain some of the people from their staff to keep on there? Because to me, I'm gonna put it like this: if it's me, I'm retaining the O-line coach that's Manny Ramirez, who has NFL experience, who's played in Texas, played at Texas Tech. I would keep him on the staff. Defensive coordinator, I would stay with Everett Todd as a defensive coordinator. I will look for an offensive coordinator because to me, I just feel like the offense really did not flow with either quarterback to me. It's just my opinion, y'all. My opinion. It didn't flow with either quarterback to me. But when news last night, we've seen news last night of Andre Johnson withdrawing his name from consideration. I said this on Tamona's show. She Loves D. I said, if it ain't Fred, it's going to be Chris Dishman. It's going to be either Fred McNair, Chris Dishman, or Tremaine Jackson. First of all, I know Tremaine Jackson, even though he is from the H. He's from Houston. He is from, he's from the area. He played at Texas Southern. He is not leaving Valdosta State. What up, brother Bakar? He was not leaving Valdosta State. Yeah, and then Fred been in limbo since he even took the interview from Texas Southern. And if I'm Fred, I'm sorry, I'm not going after the football team, but I'm going after the administration because you put in place a actual a verbal agreement, verbal contract is pretty much the same as a legal binding contract here in the state of Texas. I'm going after you. I'm going after you. Let them know, Chris. Tell them, hit that like button, baby. And but to me, hey, and see what you got to do. So now, about to pivot over. I'm working. I'm still learning how to work this new one. So share the screen. Yeah, same. Okay, same thing. So now, just be real. Just be honest with you. If you can see it on my end, I'm trying to see. Let me know if you can see it on my end. And I'm still working, trying to learn how to work this thing. I'm still learning how to work this thing right here. So, but anyway, if you haven't seen it today, if you haven't seen it today, Andrew Body had a pretty much a he pretty much had a announcement today at 11:11. I like to play on his on the ones because that's his number. But Andrew Body decides to take his talents. He decided to take his talents to Alabama State. A lot of folks said he was gonna go. A lot of folks said he was gonna go to Tallahassee. A lot of people said he was gonna go to Tallahassee. I said he was gonna go to Prairie View. No, I mean, said he threw us a curveball for us. He's like, I'm going to Alabama State. My man said he on the way. My man said he is on the way. And they 2 years. Because remember, he got a red shirt year, y'all. He got a red shirt year. Remember, he came in he didn't come in as a COVID graduate. He came in after COVID in 21. He said he's on the way. And then a lot of people said he was gonna go Power 5 or G5. Nah, my man said he gonna go to Montgomery. He's gonna go to Montgomery and play for the big, them Hornets. And shout out to my guys Khalil and Keenan. Khalil was on my show he was on the show last month, and he truly predicted what was going to happen with Andrew Body. My man called it. My man called it. And said he was gonna come to Alabama State. In fact, I gotta give you your props, man. You called it. You called it. I can't say anything bad about it. You called him going to Alabama State, and I mean, it's still a work in progress for Coach Erod at Alabama State. They do got a offense coordinator, Chris Barnett, who was on the staff at North Carolina A&T. They won them 4 Celebration Bowls. He was offensive coordinator at Winston-Salem State. Now he's bringing his talents to Big Bama State, and hopefully he can turn Andrew Body in from nobody into a somebody. You see how I played on that? You see how I played on that right there? And now the in the conference, if everything shifts to the East now, because why? After Willie left and pretty much all the stuff that's going on with FAMU, guess who's back into the picture of? Guess who's back in the picture? Guess who's back in the picture? It is no other than Jackson State University. Jackson State is back in the picture. Then, if Erod can continue with the defense and get some dynamic play out of Andrew Body, Bama State would be on the lookout. No, also let's be on the lookout for Bethune-Cookman. Coach Woody is doing something masterfully down there at Daytona, that little school on the beach. Not even saying a lot, not even having to do a lot, but let's not sleep on Bethune-Cookman. Let's not sleep on Mississippi Valley. Even though it was his first season in the SWAC, Coach Wade is still getting some in. He's getting some players to come in. One player I thought he was gonna have was Harold Blood. And Harold Blood decided that he's going to take his talents to Missouri and become probably a receiver. you gonna go to you transferred from Southern, who you was a man as a quarterback last season. You're gonna go to Valley to play quarterback, and then you 86 them and said, I want to Missouri to play receiver. So I'm gonna say this, and I really can't forget FAMU. As long as whoever is going to be the head coach for FAMU, can they keep the talent in Tallahassee? You took, like last night. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all took a hit with Coach Express going to Colorado. You took a major hit with him going to Colorado, but we shall see what happens. But most definitely, It's been a lot of stuff going on this past this past not even this past year, but just in the last 2 freaking weeks, it's been a lot of stuff going on. Hopefully hopefully everything will get back to normal. We'll go in for National Signing Day, February the 7th, and see where all these kids gonna sign their name on the dotted line to. But just letting everybody know, we shall see what happens. February is coming up real fast, y'all. It's coming up real fast. But before we go, one last commercial. And my guy is in the chat, but one last commercial for this. And we'll be right back. All right.
Yo, it's your boy Doc Holiday with HBCU Overdrive, and I am proud to sponsor Merch Sports. Check out his new line of collection, the Black College Football Fan Club collection. It's basically designed to show support and give respect to the rich history and tradition of black college football. And as you already know, the best college players had to play at HBCUs before integration. So go ahead and check it out over at shopmerchsports.com. Merch Sports. Merch for the sports enthusiasts.
All right, man. That is the time for today. More than likely, I should be back on either tomorrow night. Well, we'll be back on tomorrow night. And maybe on Sunday. But other than that, I'm going to try to get hopefully next week Mr. King of the NIL, Raekwon Smith. Make sure we tune in for that. I'm gonna get back in touch with him so we can go ahead and get all this set up. But other than that, y'all. Oh yeah, Ed, thank you for reminding me. So with the NFL show, I'm probably gonna go ahead and get that started next week. So I'm gonna get the NFL show started up next week. It's gonna be a whole new channel, and everybody, if you own it on my channel, make sure y'all come on to that channel and let's grow it. And then also, if you know people that diehard NFL fans, because we talk all NFL, because I just don't want to do just I'm a Cowboys fan. I just don't want to do straight up Cowboys. But we gonna get some stuff going. And if you want to put your 2 cents in, hit me up on hbcuoverdrive@gmail.com. But other than that, look, we gonna get some. I'm gonna talk to my guy Merch. So I'm gonna hit him up in a minute. As soon as I get off of here, we got some things to talk about. We got some money to make. Cause what's happening with you, brother? We got some money to make together, But that's my guy, young entrepreneur. Make sure y'all check out the site, Merch Sports, shopmerchsports.com. And just check out. And we're gonna try to get that discount going for you. 10% off if you use the code. We're gonna work on that. But other than that, y'all, appreciate y'all for joining me today. This has been HBCU Tonight, the early edition. This is season 2. Season 2. We are on season 2, y'all. This is the 3rd episode of season 2. Make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you comment, share, and most of all, subscribe to the channel. Hit everything HBCU Overdrive. Say, bruh. I repeat, do not bring no snow here. I already got to get prepared for that because it's gonna be cold as colder than a dog's ass this weekend here in Dallas. So I gotta I don't wish this on me right here. Don't wish this on me because the last time something like this happened, we froze for over a week. I was stuck in my house for a week. I had cabin fever for a week. Let's not go there. Let's not get. Let's keep it G, man. Let's keep it G. And keep it G, man. But anyway, y'all. Anyway, I just had to put that out there. I want to give my condolences to the Vice President of Student Affairs from Lincoln University in is that Missouri or Pennsylvania, Dr. Bailey. Give my condolences to her and her family. As y'all know, y'all didn't watch, read. She did pass away from suicide, and just can't have none of this stuff going on. Not at our institutions, for real. We can't have this shit going on, especially from some a university president that don't care. But other than that, man, other than that, be blessed, stay safe, hug your loved ones, and stay warm. If you in the Arctic blast, stay warm. If you gotta go somewhere, go somewhere. Take your ass back home. Go home. Stay in the house. Stay warm. But until then, we'll be back on the stage tomorrow night. It'll be Saturday Night Live. So we got basketball coming up. Remember? It's still it's basketball season. But yeah, cause don't freeze your ass off up in North Dakota. My bad. Hey, come move down south. Oh man, we have to stay, y'all. Peace.